our next car actually has a thing or two in common with the Defender, but at the same time could not be more different. The DB4 Zagato continuation is Aston Martin Works, handcrafting nostalgia at one hefty price tag. Walk into any Aston Martin dealership around the world and it's pretty much going to look like this, showcasing the brand's latest and greatest. But this is no ordinary Aston Martin dealership. This is the original home of the brand, and what I love is if you look across the view over there, that is the original office where David Brown would have made all the critical decisions here in Newport Pagnell. Unbelievable. At the back was actually the whole manufacturing division. And it was up until 2007, everything happened here before they moved it to Gaydon. Very cool. But what I love about this is also the home to Aston Martin Works. This is where owners from around the world that own classic, beautiful, those incredible old cars of yesteryear, bring them here to be serviced and restored. But we've got a cool little story for you because they have a very special project. The Aston Martin DB4 GT Zagato continuation is being built right here. Let's go look. I can guarantee you this is something you'll never ever see again in your lifetime. If I do a quick count, there are probably about 5.5 DB4 GT Zagatos being handmade, crafted, all done right here. You know what is insane? If you look at the build time of a car, let's take the VW Polo that we make back home, 25 hours start to finish. Gaydon with the brand new DBS, you're looking at 250 hours to produce the car. They're talking 250 hours just to produce the rear end of this. This is like attention to detail, sheets of metal being hammered out, being worked on by craftsmen. It really is quite incredible. Now, when the car was launched, there were only 19 made. And of course, being Aston Martin, they do stick to their heritage and retaining things. There will only be 19 of these made. And when you buy them, well, you get a very special set, don't you? You get the new DBS Zagato. And you get this work of art. Unbelievable. Really nice. Two at a very special price. £6 million. You do the conversion. I know what you're thinking. My hand luggage, pretty bespoke, would be cool. But this was actually what would happen in the old days. If you didn't have an Aston Martin dealer nearby, they would bring the choices to you in one of these. Quite heavy. Wood, trim, leather finishes, everything was put into this handy little travel bag, and you could then really do the bespoke touch, feel, look of your ultimate Aston Martin. The cool thing is it hasn't changed today. Old heritage techniques for a modern day car. So, this is Chris, who's apparently a junior in the team. You've only been here, what?
32 years.
Yeah, a beginner. So you haven't lost any fingers?
No, I've still got all my own fingers, yeah.
Today's the day. We won't get you to cut anything.
That's it, yeah.
What is this? Is this how it starts?
This is a hide off of one cow, which is you're roughly between 4.5 and 5 metres per hide.
What are you doing now?
Well, what we do when we get the hides in, we lay them out on the bench, and then we just go around looking for any slight blemishes, marks, and we circle them. So what we try and do then is when we cut our patterns out, that we're trying to save as much, you know,
yeah, no wastage.
No wastage, yes. The better leather which you get between the back and about here, you use for the main seat. And obviously, once we've marked it out, we can lay our patterns on, getting it in between to cut the patterns out of where they go.
These are all the original templates, so you're working off of that?
These are templates, yeah. It starts at one end from the DB2.
Wow.
And it carries all the way up, because we don't just do heritage, we cover modern cars as well. So in amongst all the patterns, the variations of the cars, we cover all patterns there.
Two suppliers. I mean, I know you talk about Connolly that have been around for...
Connolly's is main, they've been around for years. They supply the leather for our DB cars, the heritage cars, which is what they was originally done in. And then we have a bridge and weir leather, which is in the modern cars now.
Okay, but it's also that touch and feel of everything that you do. Yeah. I think that transfers into the cars. You know,
I mean, it's getting something from this, get it together, and then obviously going around to Helen, who's been here sort of 18 years, I think, and doing the sewing, and then once getting it together, and then obviously trimming it onto the panel, and then obviously in the car and seeing the finished product.
Yeah, I think it's
coming from this to the when it's all together. Yeah, it's very good.
I think people lose sight of that sometimes. You know, as cars are mass produced, it's so nice to go back to the old way.
Basically, with the DB car, we're building that now exactly the same way as they were done then, but obviously with fireproof materials now, obviously for legislations and that. But the seating, the flutes are stuffed in the seats all by hand, and
the thought process, the feeling's the same, just with modern touches and improvements. I suppose.
Improvements. Yeah.
You know, I think the best way to describe what's going on here is Aston Martin are making a new old car. Everything is to the letter, original, the way it was done and processed. But what is cool, they've also used some modern technology to make improvements. Take the engine, for example. Every single millimeter of the old original engine was scanned, and now you have a new engine that's ironed out any imperfections from the original from 1960. They've also beefed it up. Where the original made do with a 3.7 litre straight six, they've added a litre, so the kilowatts are up from 223 to nearly 300. Driven through the rear wheels by a 4-speed manual transmission and with a limited slip differential. The modernisation may well have helped with the overall balance and the cooling. It's also lighter and it revs and idles a lot better, but crucially, they've retained the character and response of the engine. I know cars are meant to move us, and I don't mean from A to B. A car like this, a project like this, I think moves you in quite an emotional way. And it's awesome that a brand like Aston Martin, obviously pushing amazing new technologies and great new product that's coming out. But the reason why people want to buy the new cars is because of the heritage that has been engineered over so many years. And to see a project like this finished and in the flesh, I wish I had £6 million. I've been really fortunate over the years to experience some truly incredible motoring moments, but this for me, it'll always stand out. You know, in a time where robots are churning out cars, to see hands at work, the dedication and the commitment to a craft is just really beautiful. And I know we're talking stupid price tags over here, but this for me, it's art and it needs to be preserved.